Hello everyone, it is Rachel Ray here, and today I am going to be doing a Wipnchat. So please grab out whatever it is that you're working on today. I'm going to be working on my Diamond Art Club Mystery Kit. This came out, it's called Christmas House. It came out last year. If you do not want to be spoiled for the image, please, please, please just look away. Like, scroll down on the page, minimize the video. I won't be showing you any pictures or anything, unless for whatever reason I'll just throw them in at the end if I do, but I don't want you to be spoiled, so please look away. I'm going to go ahead and raise this up a little bit because I want you to be able to see all the things I'm doing. And we're going to lift off where I left off when I did my video for Monday, and I was showing how I work on mystery painting. So if you want to check that out, I'll put it up in the eye above so that you can see the method that I use to work on this. But today I'm just going to be talking about life and, you know, like, I don't know, whatever comes off the top of my head while we are sitting here together today. I've gone ahead and closed the door because James is working on dinner right now and I wanted to have some quiet. So how are you all today? As I am filming, today is, I'm just looking for a symbol to start with, to be honest. Something that I can see. I'll just start with percent. Percent is a green, 890. So today is Monday and James just got home from work. I just got back from the store when he came home, and it is now 9? No, it's 8 minutes to 8 in the evening. And that's because James ran into an accident just up the road and he was stuck literally 2 kilometers away, not even like maybe a mile away from our house for 45 minutes. He said it was torture. So we're just getting dinner on now. Luckily I had most of the stuff already prepped, like the potatoes are prepped, the peas were prepped, but the fish is already cooked, so I may be like filming part of this and then filming the rest of it later because we may have dinner on in like 20 minutes. But anyway, we're here now and that's what matters. We're having mackerel and potatoes and peas. My brother-in-law caught fish and gave them to us, so free food, yes please. I'm all about that. It's also very fresh, and fresh from the sea is always good. So how are you all doing? What kind of craft are you working on right now? Are you diamond painting with me? Are you relaxing and just listening to my voice? I know some of you do that. There's no shame in that. I have been diamond painting for most of this past week. I've not been stitching or knitting. I haven't knit at all, actually. I haven't really felt like it. It's been very warm and we keep having company over or having to meet people because it's summertime and everyone is here visiting, you know? So I just don't have a lot of time for crafting in the summer. So I take what I can get and I'm grateful for that for sure. But instead, I've been diamond painting because diamond painting, it's not hot, you know, it doesn't take a lot of thinking, no offense, but it really doesn't. It doesn't take a lot of thinking, not a lot of brain power. So when it's really warm outside and I have to step away every 2 seconds, it's nice to come back to it and just, you know, do a little bit here, do a color there. I can literally stand up and walk away from it and nothing bad is going to happen. If I tried to do that in cross stitch or knitting, actually, it would be no bueno. Now crochet, I think you can kind of do that with crochet, but not all crochet, of course. But I digress. Let's talk about the last week. Speaking of crochet, so I was crocheting, which is a bit different for me, but I found this cardigan pattern a while back. It's called the Stony Shore Cardigan by Evelyn and Peter. So if you go online and you search for Stony Shore Cardigan, I'm pretty sure that the first, and maybe you write crochet, I think the first link is actually that cardigan. Just in case I don't manage to put a link in down below. But I am finding it very, very fun, very easy to follow. And the reason that I got on a crochet kick for a bit for the last week was because I was watching some friends of mine over on Twitch, and they were making crochet stuffed animals, the amigurumi. And I love them. I think they're really cute, but they're just not, I don't have room to be making a bunch of them. I don't have a little kid in my life yet or anything. So, you know, I just don't. Soon though, my friend is having her baby and I'm so excited. And then I can crochet all the little baby stuff. But, yeah, so my friends were crocheting and I was like, ooh, that looks like fun. And I have the perfect pattern. And then I was looking around and I saw this particular project that I was knitting, and I was knitting a sweater. I almost said a sweater. I was knitting a sweater. It was called the Marrakesh cardigan. And you might remember it from FlossTube a long time ago. I haven't worked on it in ages. And the reason is because it was really boring. Like, it was just straight up stockinette for the entire sweater, basically. And I just didn't feel like continuing on it anymore because it didn't draw me in. I didn't want to sit down and take time to work on it. It was just boring to me. So I'm still a new knitter. I only started knitting in January 2020. But so I wouldn't call myself experienced at all, but I wanted something a little bit more than when I first started knitting and all I could really do was stockinette. You know what I mean? So I tore out the cardigan that I had started knitting on, and I decided to repurpose the yarn and do the Stony Shore. The Stony Shore was advertised to me on Instagram. I don't remember if that's the way that I found Evelyn and Peter, but certainly it's the most anticipated one that I've seen. So, that being said, I started it and I was trucking. I was going so fast on that. And I was nearly finished with the main body of the back of the cardigan, because you do like the back and then you do the sleeves. Well, I got to the final rows of where I should have been for the back panel and put it up against my body and realized that it was way too big, like way too big. And I was using a lot of yarn. Like, I was going to have to order twice as much yarn as I had. And I really didn't want to do that. I was just like, what is going on here? This doesn't seem right. Well, it turns out that, my gauge was wrong for the kind of yarn that I had. And because I'm new, I can't quite wrap my mind around, which way do I need, which way do I math in this scenario, right? So I had to rip it back, and I ripped it all the way back to the ribbing, which is at the very bottom of the back panel. And that's fine, but I've only done 2 consecutive row repeats for the pattern now, and it's, I don't know, maybe because I had to rip it out, I lost my steam or something. It could be a combination of things. I'm also feeling a bit under the weather. I'll explain in a bit. And just a little bit overwhelmed after all of that ripping, because the ripping out that project, or frogging, we call it frogging sometimes because you rip it, right? All of that took 2 days. So I guess part of me had a little bit of frogging. I'm trying to think of a clever way to put this, but burnout. And now I'm starting over. So it's my TV project. I'm sitting down in front of the television with it and enjoying my time, you know, listening to TV shows and crocheting. And I'm doing that because the brain power right now, man, I'm really feeling it. I'm in the throes of PMS, and I find that this stage of the month it can be really tough. Like it's painful to get out of bed. I'm sore everywhere, and I have no motivation sometimes. So I know we're all doing our best. I don't have any medication that helps to tone it down a little bit. So, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, wanting to have the energy and just not. Like, I've been having naps, and I don't nap, but I've been having to lay down for a while. And also my nose. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. I'm touching my nose as I speak because it's so sore. Like, my nose is really, really sore. I think I might have a what they call a polyp, or a little infection or something in the lining of my nose, because try as I may, like if I blow my nose or anything, nothing happens. There was one time where I blew my nose and a little bit of blood came out, and I was like, what the heck? So I did a, what do they call that? A nose rinse, you know, with the stuff, and you flush it up your nose, and it's really uncomfortable because it feels like you're drowning. So I did that. And I guess it might have helped, but really what helped was the pain medication. So I was taking pain medication and I stopped, but I think I might take another one because I felt a lot better yesterday afternoon. I don't know, but it feels blocked, but not drippy. Does that make sense? It's like being congested without the cold, but still feeling like you have a cold. Like your body is my body is acting like it has a cold right now as well. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe I do have a cold. I really don't know, but it's annoying. I don't like it because, and all of that to say, because I was having like the most energy that I've had, and I've been feeling so good lately. Changing my medication dosage and everything has really, really helped me. And honestly, like, I can't even tell you how amazing it's been to like have all of my spoons. I haven't felt that way in a really long time. So I can't wait to speak with my therapist again and let her know how I've been feeling. But it's like, it's just, I feel like a new person lately. And just in the last, I don't know, 2 months or so, month, maybe. It feels like a long time, but it probably hasn't been as long as my memory wants to make me think. Well, it's definitely been it's been a month since I changed the medication. I don't know when it started working. I think it started working about 10 days in, where I started to notice a change. I've also been really focusing on like being more healthy, and I don't want to talk too much about like diet and exercise here, because I know that a lot of the people that watch me might not necessarily be able to get out there and do, and they might feel really bad about it. And I felt really bad about it too. And it's slow going, but after my brother-in-law had his heart attack, we all kind of got a little scared. And so I've decided to, you know, make some healthy substitutions and try to pay attention to what I'm putting in my gob every day. Before, I was really abusing myself a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I was not paying attention. I was not eating vegetables. I love bread. I love bread. I love cheese. I love coffee. I don't like drinking water. You know what I mean? So, and I know a lot of you can relate, and I don't want it to seem like I'm lecturing or anything like that, because that is not what this channel is about at all. I just want to let you know where I'm at. And that's where I'm at. I am walking at least 10,000 steps a day when I can. I did not do that today. Let me see, what did I do? I did 5,000 today. I'm not feeling well, clearly. But you know, like most days I've been hitting my goals, and it's been wonderful. And I will take those wins and I will run with them, because before the dog, okay, so if you didn't see my last Wipnchat, I'm watching my friend's dog while she is visiting family in New Zealand. And that means I have 2 dogs in my house. I have Luna and I have Cosmo. Before Cosmo came to stay with us, I wouldn't walk Luna very much. And I know you really should. You should walk your dogs. But because of her leg and then the surgery and everything else, it had been a while since I had done proper walks a lot. It's been at least 8 months, because she started developing the sores on her legs and the tear in her armpit and everything. That all started in December, y'all. So it's been a long time since I've really gone out and done proper long excursionary walks with my dog. And now she's happy. She's tired. She's nice and worn out. And we like a worn out dog in this house. But it's also helped me to gain momentum in my fitness. Does that make sense? Because before, I would not be able to do that kind of, I didn't have the stamina for that kind of walking, especially when we first started. What was it, like a little over a month ago now as well? And I don't know, but it could be, it could be directly related that us watching my friend's dog and me coming down off of my medication, those 2 things in combination could have helped me kind of reset a little bit and found serotonin in new things, which I think that's pretty awesome. That's just a theory, but I think it's pretty awesome. I'm going to have to get some more of this color, so I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's related. I mean, it sounds like it could be, right? But it's nice. It feels good. I am definitely at my heaviest, and I can feel it, and I don't like it. So I need to make some changes. One of those changes is being more active and doing less crafting. And it's hard. It's really hard. It's hard to adjust to that because I want to do all the things all the time. But until I get to a healthier weight, a healthier lifestyle, and it's been implemented long enough for me to not have to worry about my heart and stuff, I'm going to keep taking it seriously, and I'm probably not crafting as much. Even that goes for cross stitching and everything. Like sitting here and crafting, or sitting on the couch and crafting for too long is not good for my physical health. And unfortunately, my job is quite sedentary. So I have to make some changes, which is good. It's good. It's just really hard. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure that a lot of you know what I mean. And I've been here before. Probably not this bad though. I don't think I was this bad. Back in, I'll tell you a little story. So back in 2008, I was overweight and I was unhappy with myself, and you know, starting to have health problems. Got a health scare with my back and everything. And I had a friend who insisted that I go to the gym, and I had never gone to the gym in my life. And he bought me a gym membership, and he offered to help me do physical training kind of sessions to help me learn how to do what I need to do when, you know, I needed to do them on certain days. And I'm going to tell you something. I have a really addictive personality. So when I first started going to the gym, I hated it. I hated every second of it. It was really hard. It was really painful. And I needed my inhaler and everything. And eventually my fitness level got to a point where I craved the gym. And then I couldn't relax without going to the gym. Now, I will admit that when I did go to the gym, by the time, I think we were about 9, 10, 11 months in, somewhere around that stage, I had lost 65 pounds. And honestly, I don't know what that is in kilograms or stone, but I lost 65 pounds. And that was the biggest, most dramatic change that I had ever gone through. I went from a size 18, I think, to a size, I was like an 18, 20 in some things. You know how pants are, right? Like it's never always the same size for women. I don't understand. Why can't we just do pants like men? Anyway. But I went from that size, from 210 pounds, I'm trying to think, 210 to 250 or 200 to, I think I started at 200 and I went to 140, and I didn't hit 145. I think it was somewhere around 210, 205. I can't remember. And it was just the best feeling to lose all that weight. I had so much energy. I was watching what I ate, but I was also living on my own, and I was in total control of what I ate. I didn't have to make decisions for anyone else. So I think that's the hard thing about losing weight or managing fitness when you get older and you have a family, because you still have to think about your family's needs and your own. And depending on the age of the people in your family, they may or may not be on board with you. So that's where I am right now. We're trying to make healthier decisions, but the things that I would like to eat as a, a more health conscious food option is not what my husband wants to eat. So we have to make concessions, and I try to make the things that he doesn't when he's not home. So for lunches and stuff, I have full reign on my lunches. And for dinners is a little harder. We have to kind of brainstorm together. But he has told me that I could try to, if I want to think of something and try it out, he's willing to taste test it. So there is that. That's a bit of a win. Not everybody gets that, right? But yeah, that's what I've mostly been thinking about lately. Oh, and back then I even had a YouTube channel. That YouTube channel is deactivated, but I stopped posting to that YouTube channel, right after quite honestly, I think I stopped right before I moved to Korea, but then I had a comeback and I tried to make some more videos, but it just wasn't as good. It wasn't as easy for me to keep it up over there, and I did end up gaining some weight back, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. That is kind of what's going on at the moment. I feel like dinner is almost ready. I can kind of hear the dishes clanging together and stuff, but is that silverware on a plate I hear? It could be. I may have to pause this for a little while. This is a good stopping point for now, and I will come back and do some more diamond painting with you in a bit. All right, and we're back. Dinner is delicious. There's a lot of small bones and mackerel though, so I survived. I have green tea, and we're gonna dig in one more time. See if we can finish a bit more of this, and then I will have to go for the day. And now I'm noticing that you're going to see this out of order. So you are seeing past me diamond painting, because James and I are going to be filming a Theory Tuesday video in just a little while. He's collecting the notes as he does, and we will bring you finally another episode. I am so excited. If you haven't seen this, okay, so you might be new to my channel and you might be like, what's going on? My husband and I do a little show sometimes on my channel where we talk about weird and wacky stuff. And I diamond paint and he talks. Well, we both talk. We chit chat amongst each other, amongst ourselves, with each other. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't think straight right now. So we do this show, and we used to call it Theory Tuesday, and then it kind of took off a little bit, and we couldn't always do it on Thursday. So it's just weird and wacky. But we're still doing cryptids from the Witchy Stitcher Cryptid Stitch Along. And so I think we've got a few more to go, and I have no idea what he's going to bring to the table. But of course, you do, because if you watch all the videos that I put out, then you probably saw it already. But if you haven't seen these videos, they are fun. They are meant to be silly. They are not meant to be serious at all. We like to poke fun, and we like to investigate, but not really. We're just having fun. It's like a podcast, but I'm diamond painting, and he's bringing me the story, and I have no idea what he's going to talk about, and he educates us, basically. I will, if I can, I'll put the card up in the eye. It probably won't pop up because I don't have time for that this week, but it will be in the eye box just above in the top right corner if you want to go and check it out. What was I going to say? What else is going on lately? I've been spending a lot of time on Twitch, but this week I did make an effort to watch FlossTube videos. I'm trying to get my stitchy bug back. Like I was saying, kind of lost my stitching bug. I've just been wanting to diamond paint. But there's lots of good people to watch out there, and I enjoy it. I think it's fun and relaxing, but sometimes I have to be in the mood. So this week, the start of this week, I've been just kind of staying away from FlossTube a little bit, only because I am really eager to start this one project, but I can't start it until September 1st. And if I start before then, I'm going to feel bad. So maybe that's part of the reason why I have the block, but I shouldn't let it block me up, you know? So that is what that's about. Oh, I wish I wasn't so congested. That would make things a lot easier. Oh, the results of the D-stash. Thank you all so much. I'm going to have to pull up the details here in a second, but thank you all so much to all of you who purchased diamond painting kits from my D-stash. All of the money that was raised from my D-stash, minus the shipping cost, which was a part of the price of the item, is going to an Irish charity, and I am going to, let me just do the math. Hold on 1 second. All right, y'all. I just did the math and I made the donation. We raised, well, we actually raised €796.50 for Belong To. I went ahead and raised that up to 800 just to make a nice clean number. Thank you all so much. Thank you for helping me and for making such a huge contribution to a youth group that is trying to help the people here. We did that for Pride Month, and also just because Pride is every day, and they need the help outside of June as well. So thank you all so much. There was nowhere for me to put any details for them to know who it was from or who raised it, but if they email me, I will let them know that it was all of you. I am planning on doing another D-stash soon, and details will be announced via the community tab. So basically it'll pop up in your subscription feed, and I'll make sure that I make a few posts about it on Instagram and Facebook if you follow me over there. And hopefully you can get in on it. There will be some diamond paintings in there. There may even be like a cross stitch kit or two that I am looking to rehome, because there are a few projects that I just don't think I'll be picking up again, and I would like to raise some money for those as well. That's amazing. That's like completely made my day. And I really don't know what else to say, to be honest, beyond that, because it really just takes the cake. I had no idea it would be that successful. So thank you. Thank you very much. I will be participating in another event soon to raise money for murdered and missing Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirits. That is going to be soon, and I will let you know more about that in my FlossTube videos if you're interested in helping out. But until then, I think for today, I'm going to go ahead and say this is where we're going to leave the video. I know it's a really short Wipnchat, but I think I've touched on everything that I wanted to talk about. There are some really fun things coming to the channel, so stay tuned, and I hope that you're all doing well. Please let me know how you are in a comment down below. Please, if you haven't already seen my new links to Instagram and Facebook, those are down below. I did update them, so you should be able to get through. My social media was hacked a while ago, and I had to make new accounts, so you will be able to find me again there. I had a wonderful lady message me and say that she was sorry if she did anything because I blocked her, and I said, of course I didn't block you. It's just that my media went down and I wasn't able to tell anybody except here on YouTube. So that I totally understand if you didn't catch it. Not everybody watches YouTube all day, every day, right? Now, with that little announcement done, thank you all so much for watching this video. All the links for everything is down in the description. As always, I hope that you take care and have a great week. Stay safe, and I will see you all soon. Bye!